In one of my previous companies, right? So I was a very junior resource then, and they came up with the initiative called Employee Council. Okay, so and they selected some of the representatives. I think we had some 30-40 representatives. So what does Employee Council do is they connect the employees and the higher management. Okay, so if employees have any issues or concerns, right, they can speak out to us, and we'll be the voice for them. Right, we'll take it to the higher management. Okay, so the resolution, how it now it comes in the next step, right? So I was part of this EC representative and EC council as a representative, and we had our first meeting, I still remember. And in this meeting there were some higher management folks who came to address us and give an intro on all of this, right? And each of our representative, right, there will be assigned some 15-20 people to take care, right? So I still remember I was sitting in the second row, and one of these ladies came, and she just welcomed all of us. And then she asked, okay, so you guys are the EC reps, right? So do you know your team members, right? Whoever is assigned to you, do you know them? Have you met them already? Okay, have you spoken to them? This is what her question was. And she was waiting for an answer. And I was like, why should we meet them, right? Why should we know them? Why should we speak to them? We have email, right? So that was my answer. And that I thought it was like a brilliant answer then. But now I see how stupid that answer was, right? So why? Because as a EC rep, we need to get the people understand, I mean, issues, right? So we need to meet them and speak to them, right? That's when we'll get to know. That was her intention. But I was in thought process that I will mail my team. Okay, if you have any issues, let me know. Okay, if I get the mail from them, I'll put it across. Otherwise, I'll be like, okay, they didn't send any mail to me, so how does it matter? So I was in that thought process. But so this relationships does matter, especially when you grow higher in the ladder, right? Where I have explained this, what is the importance of this people skills relationship. And if you're in a position where you're not in this, or if you want to move towards that ladder, I mean, you need to understand people skills, you need to understand how relationship works, and you don't know where to start, right? So then my today's talk will definitely help. So hi guys, this is Karthik here. I'm into software by profession and a relationship growth coach by passion. So today I wanted to cover from some important aspects from this John Maxwell's book, Winning with People. Okay, so for that I'll be I'll be covering one of the important principles called lens principle. Okay, so this is it was very simple but effective. I have some 5 important points to share, and I also have some 5 points as a questions for you, okay, which you can go back and implement it, which does matter, right? So let me share my screen. I'll share this video. Okay, so I hope you are able to see, right? So this is the lens principle. Okay, so who we are determines how we see others. Okay, so I just author speaks about this traveler who is new to this city, and as soon as he enters this city, he asks this old man sitting there, okay, how are the people in this city? So this old man replies, how are the people in the city which you came from? So for this, the man replies, no, they were dishonest, they were very mean, selfish, they were not good and all that. So the old man replies to that, you'll find that people here as well. Okay, so the traveler goes off. And again, there comes new traveler. So he also asks this old guy the same question, how are the people in this city? For this, the old guy again asks the same question to him. Okay, how were the people in the city where you came from? And then this new traveler replies, they were very good. They were, I really loved them. They were very helpful, very honest people. I actually missed them when I left the city. So for which the old man replies, you will see the same people here as well, right? So it often, how we see others, it often depends on how we see ourselves, who we are. Okay, so there are 5 things which the author describes how you are inside, which will determine how you see outside also, right? So I'll quickly go over 5 things which determines, right? Let me play this. Okay, so the first point is genetics. Okay, so this one point you cannot you don't have a choice, you have to live with it. Because have you seen, there are like 2 people in the household, 2 kids, one and 2 are very different to each other, even though the parents have brought them up in the same upbringing, but they're still different. Why? Because of their genes. Some things are hardwired. Okay, so you cannot change them, right? So if it comes to character, if there are any character issues, you have to work on your weakness. But if it is something talent related to talent, you can go with your strength. Okay, so this you cannot change, but the next four things, I think it is up to you whether you can change or not, right? So we'll quickly see what are those next points are. Okay, so the thing, this is self-image. Self-image, right? Have you seen like one person with a negative self-image, he always expects worse things to happen. Okay, he spoils relationships, he or she, whoever. Okay, and they find similar people who are negative to like them. Okay, on the other way, if you come across positive self-image people, they find good in people. Okay, they are trustworthy, so they find people who are trustworthy, right? And I mean, they somehow they get attracted to the successful people and they also become successful. Okay, so how good your self-image is, right? And if you want to improve self-image, it's a whole together a different topic which can be discussed later. So this is the second point which I wanted to cover. So what is the third point about, right? So let me quickly play this. And the third point is about the experiences in life. Okay, so what are the experiences you have in life, right? So I mean, again, there was another interesting story. In this, there will be this shepherd, and these villagers tell this shepherd, okay, if you see any wolves in the village, right, you shout at us, and we'll just come with the guns. So this shepherd will understand this, and he will be like tending his sheep, and suddenly lion appears, okay, and he shouts, "Lion, lion!" And none of the villagers come to protect him. This lion comes and kills all the sheep and goes away. This guy, this boy, poor little boy, will be very upset. Okay, and he'll go to the villagers and he'll like, what happened? Why did you guys didn't turn up when I called you? So they were like, okay, we are expecting wolves, not lions. There are only wolves in this village. Okay, so many times people are prepared to believe something and they believe something which their mind is prepared for. And how this preparation comes, what they are prepared, I mean, more often it's related to their experiences. Okay, if in your childhood, if you're good at sports, that would have become an important part of your career right now. Or if you're if you were good making friends easily, you would have good people skills right now, right? And if you had a very bad experience, if you were like abused or something, then it would have also impacted you very much, right? So those are some experiences of life which also matters. So what is the next thing? It's an attitude and choice of the experience, right? You can't change the past experience, but you can certainly change the current experience. It's your choice whether you want to go back to the old experience or reprogram, rewire your thinking and again have new experiences. Okay, it's your choice, right? And the last point which I wanted to talk about are the friends you make, right? So there was this famous speaker and author, Charlie Jones. He tells where you are today and where you want to go next 5 years largely depends upon the friends you associate with and the books you read, right? So I'm sure you'll definitely agree on this point. So I mean, if it's commonsensical, right? If you have kids, you see carefully whether your kids are hanging around with good friends or bad ones, right? And the same thing our parents also taught us, right? They were very careful, mindful of the friends who we associate with, right? So I mean, PM community offers this friends and the books. It was very commonsensical for me to be here, right? So these are 5 important points which I wanted to cover. And before I end, I want to give some 5 questions for you. And since New Year is it's around the corner, I want you to do this assignment or kind of so that you can implement it, right? So what are those 5 questions I wanted to ask, right? So the first question is, how would you describe human nature and people in general? Okay, I mean, optimistic, skeptical, detached, etc., whatever it is, right? And do you see your attitude as an asset or liability? How could you improve on that, right? So what is the third question? Think back to your childhood. What experiences have marked you as an individual, right? If it is positive, well and good. If it is negative, are you going to change it or not, right? Fourth question, do you agree with this statement which I told? Okay, the difference between who you are today and where you will be 5 years is the time, the people you spend time with and the books you read. Do you agree with this? If not, if you have any other things which is equal to this, let me know, please, right? And the last thing is, think about the personal qualities you would like to cultivate. Okay, you list them, create a plan for growth. Okay, And the first thing is dedicate time on your calendar with people who possess the qualities you desire. Second, select a book a month to read to help you grow, right? So these are some action points for you to implement. I hope this was value add. Thank you so much.